Hey, and welcome back to Recreate Creative Shed. Here we are again. Fabulous weather out there. So after we have been making games and stuff in the last videos, and with Easter approaching us, and also I love making things to wear, I thought maybe we would focus on something to wear today from household objects that we found at home that you might put into the recycling. Based on the recycling comment there, what would be a really good idea, and I challenge you, everybody, to do this at home. Maybe you could have a separate small box next to your recycling bin at home and put in there items which you think might be handy to use in the future. So, for example, I've collected a few additional items for my materials table over here. I've got egg boxes, a yogurt carton, loads of these tub things, which I think would be great. Toilet rolls, of course, and a cough bottle box. And what else did I bring in? Oh, carrier bags. Knives. I've got some forks here as well, a water bottle, like a plastic bottle, and then the scoops which I've used before in previous ones. So I might not use everything today, but it's just for food for thought, particularly with my head and the way it works as well. It's actually great because I have been squirreling away these kind of like really good sized tubs. And I never knew what I wanted to use them for. I still don't. I never knew what I wanted to use them for, but now I'm like, oh, fantastic. This could be the opportunity that I've been waiting for all this time. So let's think about, or I would like to think about making something for us to wear. Maybe you could make your headdress or something for you to wear and potentially send a video of you telling people that you can't see in person, so over the phone, sending them a little message or something like that with your whatever you're going to make. So I'm going to focus on headpieces today, or headdresses or hats. And I've picked up a few bits that I've been inspired to make stuff. So a while ago, I previously mentioned that these would make quite good hats. So what you'll need is you'll need to have a base in order to start your headpiece. Okay. So I was thinking of all the different things that you might have. So I've used an old pair of tights. Sometimes they roll off a little bit. They're not great, but I mean, you can still work them. You could also put the clean pair of tights, put the crotch over your head like this, and then wrap the legs around your head, and then you could use that to build on, a bit like my plaits, I suppose, that I've got today. Like I could build into this, like maybe put flowers or something like that in. So you could do that. You could get a piece of card, roll it up into a circle to fit onto your head. This means it's a little bit easier because it'll be made to measure. Also, building on the cardboard will probably be easier than working on something that's soft and fabric like a pair of tights, or going for a circle or a circular shape made out of newspaper with masking tape covering it. So I am quite intrigued by which I mean I want to play with this a little bit more. So I was thinking about twisting newspaper. I've also collected newspaper, also paper bags that you might find in the shop, that you might have got clothes in, or you might have bought items in. I've also have quite a lot of those as well, because I like to turn those into parcel paper and then decorate the parcel paper instead of using wrapping paper. So that you could use a bag like that instead. You could use, I brought in a shoebox as well today. I was thinking about using the card from that. So if you don't have this very fancy gold and silver card like I have, you could cut strips out of a shoebox and then staple them round or tape them round. You might even have an old hairband at home as well. I know I bought many hair accessory in the past. And actually for Halloween last year made a Tin Man costume, but I used just a plain black headband to keep the funnel that the Tin Man wears stuck on my head so it wouldn't slide off, or I didn't have to have elastic going around underneath. So based on that, let's get moving. And I've also forgotten to start my timer today, so I'm hoping that I'm not going to take too long. So I'm going to twist a piece of paper like this, and then I'm going to twist another one because my head is a little bit giant. So I'm going to twist another piece in, like this. Can be made to measure as well. Okay, that's a little large. I'm going to go a little bit smaller. Also, I'm doing this on my own, so you might need somebody to help you. That looks about right. And then I'm just going to twist all the way around. Okay, and then the same as before with our masking tape. Just going to do this really quickly, and then with our masking tape. Just going to go all the way around until it joins back up round to the other side, and we've got our base going on there. Okay, I'm not going to do that now because it's fast. It's a fast process, but it does take a little bit of time. So that's going to be the start of my base for my headdress or a headpiece that I'm going to make. Now you might want to think what if you want to be a character, if you want to be a thing like flowers or something very springtime. So you might, I don't know, for example, when I was wrapping though the newspaper there, I was kind of feeling like that. I was creating like ears. So apology for the crumply sound. So by twisting, doing the same with the masking tape, you could make a pair of ears. Oh God, hit me in the face. Like this, and put them on the side. And with the masking tape on, you can actually start to bend and mould them into different shapes. So that could be the start of an ear. Oh, it kind of reminds me, maybe you could be a pig with a rather large snout. You could attach that on maybe to your headband from here. You could be a donkey, or that kind of reminds me of maybe you could be a fish or something like that. Also, I was thinking about these boxes and I've got a whole multitude of materials and not one pair of scissors on my table today. I'll have to fix that out. So anyway, I'm going to quickly do this, just cut this down with a scalpel because that's what I've got to hand. So you could use the inside of a box and you could draw some big ears, or you could draw some like little teddy bear ears potentially. Could be really sweet as well. All round the band itself, if you wanted to, you could wrap some fibres. I feel like, kind of woodland creature type of vibes going on. So you could wrap round to give it a different colour. You could also use the cardboard from like boxes or whatever that you might find at home. You could cut out flowers and attach those on. You could build a spider. I did have a pal with me today, but he's actually out of shot, but he's just up here. It's a cameo role from our resident spider in the shed. So that's a few ideas for you to keep going until our next video. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope that you managed to do the challenge of just setting aside things that you think might be useful for making items. It's always good to hear from you. So thanks very much for joining me today, and I'll be seeing you soon. All right, bye.